All right, this is lesson 13, our second video with Callie. We're working on a spelling generalization, TCH, DGE, and CK. But first we'll start with a three-part drill. Start with the visual piece. Callie, I'm going to hold up the cards and you're going to say the sound. You don't have to say the letters. Here we go. Good. Move that out of the way.
Unk.
Shh. And the voice off. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Say it one more time. Perfect.
O. O.
That's right. You're doing great. Hold on, mix it up a little.
Ong. Ung. Ang. E.
Yeah, E, consonant E says E.
A. U.
What's the other sound it can make?
Ooh.
Good.
O.
Perfect.
D. T. B.
Say it again.
B.
B.
B. Ng.
Say that one again.
Ng.
Ing.
Ang. A. A.
Except you want to use your left hand, so try it with your left.
A.
Perfect.
Gr.
Grr.
Brr. 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 Z.
Nice.
Ok. St. Oof. Oop. Kt. T. Ball. Ult. Spur. Score. Strur. Shrur. Nd. Old. I. Ink. Onk. Ink.
Good.
J.
J's
Oh.
the letter.
Z. J.
J.
J. Sorry.
Not too bad.
G. Sp. St. Sm. Sm. Sk. Sk. Spol. Fol. Col. Col. Pol. Sol. M. Z. X. E.
So you're going to do the short sound with the other hand.
E. O. U. I. O. Yuck. N. Nch. Sk. Sp. Mp.
Excellent. All right, can you take out your Glow app for the tactile piece? We're not going to do sand today. I'm going to use your app. What's the app called, Cal?
Hold on. Art of Glow.
Art of Glow. Perfect. I'm going to turn the volume off because it makes quite a loud noise. All right. So I'm going to say a sound. You're going to repeat the sound and then the letters that make the sound, okay? All right. The first sound is B. Say it.
B.
Okay. Write it.
B says B.
Perfect. You know two ways to make this sound. The sound is K. Say it.
K. C says K. K says K.
Perfect. Next one. Sound is D.
D. D says D.
Perfect. You know three ways to make this sound. The sound is F. Say the sound.
F says F. P-H says F. And F says F.
Good. When we learned it, we first learned the F.
F and then the F,
and
P,
then
H.
H. So let's just do it one more time. Three ways to make the sound. Say it.
F says F. P, F, F
Yeah.
says PH spells.
Spells. Good. All right. The sound is
P says P.
good. The sound is qu.
Qua. Q says Qua.
What are the letters? That
Q. Q.
Q says qua. Okay. 2 ways to make this sound. The sound is s.
S. C says.
What letter is that?
S says.
And
S sees.
S was the
Oh,
other
S
one.
S. Cause
Yeah, S.
S.
And the Sammy rule. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 ways, and we're going to follow the same Sammy rule pattern. 2 ways to make the z sound. Say the sound.
Z says. Z says Z.
Good. Continuing with that pattern, 2 ways to make the O sound. Say it.
O. L says O. L says O.
Good. We're going to move on. 1 way to make this sound, the sound is ch.
CH says ch.
Good. 1 way to make this sound, the sound is
TH says
excellent. 1 way to make this sound, the sound is a.
A says A.
Perfect. We're going to stop there. We're going to move on to the blending board. You can put that off to the side. What did you say? We'll wait for the fudge.
I want to eat it.
All right. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to point to each letter. You're going to say the letter sound and then blend it.
Stop.
I don't think so, just to make sure. Put our code in. Still going. Good. All right. So just for this one, Kelly, can you move to that seat just so they can see the blending board? Okay. Here we go. And this is called a closed syllable, if you remember. The N acts like a door closing in the A. So let's say each sound. Ready?
Nan. Nan.
Nan.
Nan.
An. Wan. Sh. An. Shan. Ank.
Ink. Shank.
Good.
Onk. Shonk.
Good.
Onk. Thonk.
Perfect.
Onk. Wonk.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ink. Wink.
Yep. Can you do a wink? Ready?
Ink. Think.
Mm-hmm.
And fan.
Mm-hmm.
And ran.
Mm-hmm.
And pen. And when. On. One. On. Sprung. On. Scrun. In. Scrin. Scris. Ib. Scrib.
Excellent, Cal.
Ib. Scrib. Ib. Jib. Ib. Tib. Did I say that?
Yeah, you said it perfect.
Till. Till.
Good. There's the Sammy rule.
Ift. Tift.
Good.
Skift. Sorry. Skift. Skift.
Good.
Scoffed. 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 Scoffed.
Oh, that's interesting. Same sound.
Sploft. Oh, sploft.
Good.
Splot. Swant.
Good.
Flaunt. Flaunt. Gaunt. Gaunt.
Good.
Gauze. Claws.
Good. And now we're really quickly just going to play with this word gloss. This word is a closed syllable, but if I took this away, gloss would read what?
Claw. Oh, claw.
Clo would be open, and now it reads
Claws, because it's closed.
good. When we have glow, if we put a p at the end, what would it be now?
Glop.
Good. What if we put a b instead of a p?
Glob.
Good. What if we put a s?
Gloss.
Good. What if we put this back up and instead of an O, we put the vowel A? What would it be?
Glass.
Glass. Good. Glass. What rhymes with glass?
Faz.
Good. Flaz.
Spaz.
Spaz. That's a good one. All right. Let's do a little more. How about this one?
Claw. Alt.
That's good.
Clawt.
Clawt. That's hard to say.
Clawt.
Clawt. That's also hard to say. Let's
Clawt.
not do a SL
Okay.
blend. I mean an L blend. How about that one?
Yalt. Colt. Calt.
We do have a nephew named Colt, and that's how he spells it, but this could also be read Colt, because it's closed. How about this one?
Malt. Malt.
Could be malt, yeah. All right, we're going to...
Malt.
Or molt, exactly. It's a closed syllable exception, but we'll get into that later. Okay, excellent. Real quick, we're just going to do the vowel intensive. You've already passed this, but it's been a while, so we're going to just go over it just to show that you still have it. Okay. We did the visual, we did the kinesthetic, we did the blending, now the vowel intensive. Okay. I'm going to say the short vowel sound. Those are the short vowels in front of you. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We'll switch back over. Good thinking, Cal. We're going to just... Okay, here we go. So put the vowels in front of you in order. Say them as you do it.
Okay. Why is there rice out?
Go ahead.
What?
A.
What?
We're doing a video. A.
I. O. And E.
Okay, so I'm going to say a short vowel sound. You're going to repeat the short vowel sound and then hold up the letter. Okay? Here we go. A.
Ass. A says a.
Good. So first, let's try it again. First, repeat the sound. A.
A. A says a.
Good. F.
E. E says e.
Good. I.
I. I says I.
Good. Aw.
Aw. O says aw.
Good.
U says
All right, now I'm going to go out of order, okay?
uh.
Here we go. Aw.
Aw. O says aw.
Good. I.
I. I says I.
F.
E. E says e.
A.
A. A says a. U says
F.
e. E says e.
Now we're going to make it a little more challenging. We're going to say it we're going to say the short vowel sound in part of a word. Ready? Ep.
Ep. E says e.
Good. Ip.
Ip. I says I says I.
App.
App. A says a.
Ought.
Ot. O says aw.
Good. Ugh.
Ugh. U says
Yeah. Pip.
pip. I says I.
Good. Reg.
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 Reg. E says
Yeah.
egg.
Pap.
Hap. A says a.
Pop.
Pop. O says aw.
Mop.
Mop. U says up.
Rip.
Rip. I says it.
I says
I says it.
met.
Met. E says
Good. I think we're done with that. Clean those up. Finish vowel intensive. All right, now we're going to start a new lesson, a new concept. We're going to do a spelling generalization. Alright, we'll put those away. Alright, so our spelling generalization has to do with a 1-1-1 rule. So you can see our poster, we're going to go over it right now. It has to do with one syllable, one short vowel, and when you hear one k sound, you spell it with a CK. The examples, can you read the examples?
duck, click.
Good. Now we're going to go back to this. One syllable, one short vowel, one ch sound. Spell it with a TCH. Examples?
Catch and pitch.
Perfect. Go back up here. One syllable. You can say it with me. One short vowel, one j sound.
J sound.
Spell it with a
D-G-E.
DGE. Examples?
Pledge and fudge.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. So here are the cards. TCH, the T is silent, and you read it as ch. Perfect. Say it again. Good. CK, you read it as k. DGE makes the j sound, like in fudge, and I think you have a piece of fudge that you can pick up. There's the fudge that Callie happened to, you can have buddy, that Callie happened to make tonight. So there's our multi-sensory object. Is it chewy or crunchy fudge? Hard fudge.
Chewy.
It's chewy. Oh, that's good. Fudge is usually chewy. Okay. So we have 3 new ways that we're going to be working on. Put them on the board so we don't forget.
Crunchy.
Crunchy
Size.
and chewy. Okay, so we'll put these up here. These are our new spelling ways to spell these sounds. Okay. Can you take out your iPad again? I'm going to have you practice writing these sounds. So we're back into, what's the app called again?
Art of Glow.
Art of Glow. So, can you say the sound ch? Ch. Now write the new way we have to make ch. Say it as you do it.
TCH.
Says ch. Good. And that's after one syllable, one short vowel, and you hear the ch sound at the end. Good. All right. Let's just do it one more time.
Okay.
All right. Our new way to make the ch sound. Say it. Ch. Okay. Now write it.
TCH says ch.
Good. And that's in a one syllable word.
One short vowel.
One
ch
sound. Good. All right. Next one we're going to do is DGE. What sound does this make?
J.
Okay. So we're going to write the way that we've learned to make the j sound.
J. D. G. E says ch.
Perfect. And we use DGE when we have one syllable, one short vowel, and we hear one j sound. Examples?
Pledge and fudge.
And fudge. And you just got to eat fudge. All right. Now this is our last one. This is a way to spell k. We use the letter CK. CK says k. Okay.
CK says k.
Good. And we use that spelling for k when we have
one syllable, one short vowel, and one k sound.
Examples?
Duck and click.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we'll put these back up. Do you have any more fudge to eat? You can eat it as we go along.
Sure.
All right. We're going to do a little connection to literature. So we have 3 different sounds that we're working on, but instead of doing 3 different pieces of literature, we're just going to pick one sound, one piece of literature for one sound. So since we did the multi-sensory fudge, we're going to focus on the DGE, okay? So I want you to, before we get started with this short little poem, I want you to go through and anytime you see DGE, highlight it, okay? So go on a little hunt. And check off that we just learned these new ways to spell, these new sounds, TCH. I think there's one more page behind it. done with this?
Don't remember.
All right. So you went on a hunt and you looked for DGE that makes the what sound?
J.
Good. Move this out of the way. Okay. So now we're going to do our connection to literature. Yes, so this is one long poem. There's not stanzas. It's not separated out. All right. Let's start with the title.
The Edge of the Hedge. My mom asked me, and I did pledge, to go outside and trim the hedge. When I got to the hedge's edge, I saw a cat out on the ledge. Full of fur and full of pudge, I tried to nudge her, but she would not budge. Please move, you Pudge, I said to her, but all she did was give a purr. She walked over to the hedge. Between it and me, she did wedge. No longer could I do my job, so I went back into my lodge. I went to the fridge and got for the cat a bowl of milk and a sleeping mat. When from my lodge I came out, a small sound made me jump and shout. I heard a tiny meow, and then near the hedge was a tiny kid, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Number 5 had a black smudge on her paw. The furry cat was not full of pudge. She was having kittens, bad of me to judge. Good thing I had the milk and mat to lay out for the mama cat. I got a box and took them inside, where safely they could all reside. I went back out to keep my pledge and made sure that I trimmed the hedge.
Excellent. Nice job reading, Cal. So my question to you is, what's a hedge? Do you know what a hedge is?
Oh,
There's a picture to help you, give you a hint. These are hedges. We have them in front of our house. Another word for hedges.
bush.
Yes, exactly. So she has to trim the hedge. So what does she have to do?
Trim the bush.
Yes, or cut.
Cut the bush.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to do it just one more time and make sure we completely understand it, okay? So you read beautifully. You were very fluent. You had great intonation. You changed your voice, great expression. Your phrasing was good. You changed your voice when it was a quotation in someone's exact words. You showed exclamation. You showed emotion when there was an exclamation point. So you did great. But now we're going to just read it one more time to make sure we understand it. Go ahead.
The edge of the hedge. My mom asked me, and I did pledge, to go outside and trim the hedge. When I got to the hedge's edge, I saw a cat out on the ledge. Full of fur and full of pudge, I tried to nudge her, but she would not budge. Please move, you Pudge, I said to her, but all she did was give a purr. She walked over to the hedge. Between it and me, she did wedge. No longer could I do my job, so I went back into my lodge. I went to the fridge and got for the cat a bowl of milk and a sleeping mat. When from my lodge I came out, a small sound made me jump and shout. I heard a tiny meow, and then near the hedge was a tiny kitten. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Number 5 had a black smudge on her paw. The furry cat was not full of pudge. She was having kittens, bad of me to judge. Good thing I had the milk and mat to lay out for the mama cat. I got a box and took them inside, where safely they could all reside. I went back out to keep my pledge and made sure that I trimmed the hedge.
Excellent. Does it make a little more sense now?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a pudgy cat. What does pudgy mean?
Attitude.
Not attitude. Pudgy usually means like
Strong and plumpy.
Plumpy. So there's a pudgy cat, and the girl or boy, the narrator, goes inside to their lodge. What's a lodge?
A house.
Exactly, a house. Exactly. So they go into the house to get the milk and the mat, and when the narrator comes out or the speaker comes out, they find out the cat wasn't pudgy. The cat was what?
Pregnant.
Pregnant. So they say, bad of me to judge. She shouldn't have judged. And there were how many kittens?
There were 5.
5 kittens, exactly. So right here, the furry cat was not full of pudge. So that's kind of like plump.
Oh, not as fat.
Yeah, not fat. That could be another word for it. We don't usually say that word, but yeah. She was having kittens. Bad of me to judge. So good thing I had the milk and the mat. She laid them out for the mama cat. I got a box and took them inside where safely they could all reside. What does reside mean? Where they could all...
Okay, I took out a box. Like, gather themselves?
Gather, and where they could...
Relax
and live, right?
Oh,
Where they,
live.
yeah. I got a box and took them inside where safely they could all reside. So they're all going to stay inside.
Oh.
I went back out to keep my pledge. What's a pledge?
Keep my duty.
Keep your duty. You promise to do something. You know how you pledge allegiance to the flag? You're promising to give your allegiance to the flag. All right, nicely done. Excellent. I think you were very accurate. I loved your phrasing. It kind of flowed. And in the end, I think you understood the whole silly poem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know what a lodge is. What's a lodge?
House.
Good. We know what a hedge is.
Bush.
What else? Pudge. What's pudge?
Fat.
Exactly.
Fluffy.
All right. So nice job. Excellent. All right. Let's just go over this one more time so we're clear. What are you eating, Cal?
Fudge.
And that's a one-syllable word, one short vowel, and you hear the j sound, so you spell it with a what?
TGE.
D-G-E. Good. Okay. So let's just go over the poster one more time. Ones. Take a break from the fudge. The hard fudge. Fudge is not normally hard. Yeah. Here we go. One syllable.
One syllable, one short vowel, one k sound. Spell it with a CK. Example is duck and click. One syllable, one short vowel, one ch sound. Spell it with a TCH. Example, catch and pitch. One syllable, one short vowel, one j sound. Spell it with a DGE. Examples, pledge and fudge.
Awesome. Okay. Real quick before we do the dictation part, let's just make a quick little brainstorm. I have a notebook of yours. Do you see it? A red word notebook that's cut.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think I see it too. All right, you'll need something to try with. Maybe just grab a pencil.
Or should I take a red marker?
Well, we're not doing red words yet. We're just going to do a brainstorm in this. Okay. So can you make 3 columns with these at the top? TCH, DGE, CK. Awesome. All right, we're going to do a quick brainstorm. And we can use these to help us get started if we need it. So we're going to think of one-syllable words, one short vowel that end with a ch, or k. Okay? So let's start with ch.
Catch and pitch.
Good. So add those to our list. Catch, pitch. Can we think of another one?
Latch.
Yes, good. What's a latch? It's usually on a gate. A latch is
to close stuff.
Yeah, to close, kind of like a
Lock it.
lock. Exactly, latch.
And patch.
Good. What's a patch?
Patch something.
Right, if there's a hole in something or someone wears a patch like a pirate on their eye. All right, let's go to the j sound. Here's 2 to get us started.
Pledge and fudge.
Yeah. Pledge and fudge. Well, we can think of what we just read.
Nudge.
Nudge. Okay, you don't need it. You don't want it. Give him a nudge. What is that? You didn't want the help?
I want to see it.
Oh.
Nud.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Lodge.
Lodge, like a house. Or lodging, a hotel, wherever you stay.
Edge.
Good.
Hedge.
Good.
One more that means plug. No. Plug. Wedge. That
Do a
doesn't mean
wedge.
that, but
And, yeah, wedge, like a wedge of cheese.
pudge.
Yeah. Like, have you ever heard someone say, oh, that baby's pudgy?
Yeah. Maybe.
All right, let's go to the CK. One syllable, one short vowel that ends with a k. There's a couple to get us started.
Duck and click.
Yeah.
Schmuck.
Yep. You can do that. That's not the swear word I thought you were going to say.
I'll
fine.
now.
Alright, let's think of another one. How about we've got Click. How about our friend's last name?
Chick.
Chick. How about Slick? That was a slick move.
Yeah. Kick.
Good. One more.
Lick.
Good. Perfect. All right. Nice job. All right. You're silly. All right. Now we'll move on to our dictation.
I'm so funny.
You are so funny. Go ahead, put your name on it, please. All right, we're keeping the rule up. So we've got a 1-1-1 rule. One syllable. Say it with me.
One short
syllable.
one short vowel. One
sound. Use the
CK.
One syllable. One short vowel. One
sound.
Use the
TCH.
Good.
One syllable. One short vowel. One sound. Use it with the DGE.
You got it, girl. All right, now we need the beanbag. So this goes in your pounding hand. Which hand do you write with?
Right?
Oh, okay. I should know that. You do gymnastics with your left, you write with your right. Okay. So, the first word is bridge. Say it.
Bridge.
Now we're going to pound it.
Bridge.
So, hold on. Let's stop for a second. Watch me first. Bridge. Then we go bridge. Now you do it.
Bridge.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me how you spelled it.
BRIDGE.
Perfect. Write it online. There was a bridge over the water. Okay. Word number 2. Look at me. Judge. Say it.
Judge. Judge.
Okay. How'd you spell it?
JUDGE.
Good. You can rewrite it. The judge at the courtroom said he was guilty. Judge. Excellent. Number 3. Look at me. Crutch.
Crutch.
Say it. Let's start again.
Crutch. I forgot to. Crutch. Crutch.
Excellent. Callie had to use a crutch when she hurt her knee. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Perfect. You can rewrite it. Number 4. Look at me. Stitch.
Stitch. Stitch.
Excellent, Callie. Go ahead. Does that look right to you?
No.
So what do you think you're missing?
Oh, TC.
Good. All right, now you can rewrite it. You got lots of stitches in your knee when you had to use the crutches. All right, number 5. Yeah, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Chick. Say it.
Chick. Chick.
The baby chick. The baby chicken is called a chick. Good. Excellent. Last one. Truck.
Oh. Truck.
Gavin has a big orange truck that he likes to play with. Perfect. All right, that's the end of our word dictation. Normally we do 5, but we did 6, so we can have 2 with each of the sounds. Now we're going to do the sentences. I'm going to say the sentence. Your only job at first is to visualize. Okay? Do you remember what visualize means? What?
Picture in your mind.
Picture in your mind. All right, here we go. The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim. Okay? Now we're going to both say it together. Don't write anything. The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim. We're going to pound it.
The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim.
Good, now you pound it by yourself.
The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim.
Now you're going to point with your finger that holds the pencil. Nope, that one. Go ahead.
The judge will stretch to see.
Wait, start again.
The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim.
Okay. The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim. You're going to pay attention to cops. That's what we've been using. Okay. Let's check your cops. Can you write COPS? I forgot to put that on the paper before I gave it to you. And put a box in front of each one. Or after each one here. Alright, when we check it the first time, you're going to put a line through it, and then when we check it the second time, we'll make an X. Alright, so start with capitalization.
T is uppercase, J lower.
I would argue that. That's not an uppercase. We talked about this before. Erase that little part that doesn't look like uppercase.
It is uppercase.
I'm a picky one. Are your teachers at school this picky?
No, we usually type everything.
That's true. Okay, so check your capitalization. And then put a line through the box, a diagonal. Yeah. Your organization is going to mean your spacing between words, and does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Punctuation?
Yes.
And did you do your best spelling?
Yep.
Okay. Now, before you double check, let me look at it. Read it to me.
The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim.
Perfect. You can rewrite it on line 1. Don't double check until you rewrite it.
Is that good?
That's good. Nice capital T. Okay, now you're going to check your cops again and put the other line through. All right, read it one more time to me.
The judge will stretch his neck to see the victim.
Okay. I see 3 words in there that follow our 3 new rules. Can you find them?
Yes.
What?
Judge, stretch, and neck.
Good. So judge uses what pattern to make the j?
DG.
Good. And stretch, what do they use to make the ch?
TCH.
Because it's after a... What type of vowel? A
short vowel.
Good. And what's the next one?
Neck.
Neck. What do you use to make the k sound?
CK.
Good. After a short vowel and a 1-syllable word.
Gavin. Gavin. No, I see you. Come on.
Okay. A digraph? Thank you for letting me know. CK is a digraph. Gavin wanted to let you know. He's a very smart boy. All right, next sentence. Let's do it. Visualize. All right. Don't write a thing. The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch.
The girls.
I know, but I haven't taught you IR yet, so I have to say the man. All right. The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch. Hold on, just listen. Listen to me do it again. That was a long sentence. The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch. Let's just say, the man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch. Now pound it. The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch. A crutch. Now you're going to use your finger and point. The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch. Okay? Go ahead.
The?
The man.
You good?
No.
Oh my.
Fix that. The. The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch. Now you're going to check your cops.
Could I just do it under?
Yeah, make a new one. All right. Did you do it through? Did you check each one? You didn't put a line through. All right, let's see. Read it to me.
The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch.
Good. You can rewrite it. Excellent. All right, check your cops again. All right, let's see. Read it to me.
The man had a stitch in his leg and had to use a crutch.
Good. How many words are following our rule, our 1-1-1 rule?
2.
2. Can you highlight those 2? What word is that?
Stitch and crutch.
Good. Can you go back to sentence 1 and highlight the words that follow our 1-1-1 rule? Excellent. All right, all done with that. All right, you're going to review your red words by arm tapping them because it's been a while, and then we'll add 2 new ones. So you can start with that. Normally we do 3 arm taps, but today we're just going to do 1 time, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
ARC-TSC.
And then
Arctic.
Good.
ABS-ENCE. Absence. CALENDAR. Calendar. DEBT. Debt. FOREIGN.
What's that word?
Foreign. RESTAURANT. Just. RHYTHF. Rhythm. VACUUM. Vacuum. GRAMMAR. Grammar.
Do that one more time.
GRAMMAR. Grammar.
Good.
EXHAUST. Exhaust. LESURE. Leisure. LENGTH. Length. FAMILIAR. Familiar.
Familiar. Yeah.
SCISSORS.
Do that one more time.
SCI. It's like weird.
Yeah, we got to decide what we like. So we
He said
choose.
skiz sword.
So you want to do SCIS, SORS. SCIS.
SCISSORS. Scissors.
One more time.
SCISSORS. Scissors.
Good.
SKIING. Skiing.
All right. Because our memory can remember digits and letters 3 or 4 together. So that's why we scoop it. And there's no perfect way of doing it besides what sounds nice and if it's 3 or 4. All right. Nice job. All right. We're going to add a new one. So you'll need screen.
My pen.
Yes. Why don't you have not moved very much. So why don't you get up and grab what you need. Or not. Just grab it. You're fine. All right. Here you go. All right.
Number 16.
Number 16. We're just going to add 2 today. So we have plenty. So the first word that you're going to add, 1 second. So many materials. All right. Let me write it for you. The first red word that you're going to add, and tell me again why they're red words. Why aren't they words that we can sound out?
Because you can't send them out.
Because you can't sound them out. At your school, they might call them something besides red words. They might call them sight words. Have you heard a teacher say that when you were maybe in younger grades? Sight words, words you have to know by sight.
I forget.
You forget. That's okay. We choose red words because when you see a red light, what do you have to do?
Stop.
Exactly. So you got to stop and you just basically have to memorize it. All right, so the word we're going to do is this word right here, tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to give you a sentence. Don't do anything yet. Let me think. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Okay, so there's a simple sentence. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Before you write it, let's just think how we want to split it up.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Okay, so go ahead and say the letters as you write it.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W.
Good, you're going to scoop it.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W.
Good. Now after you've written, you're going to arm tap it. Stand up and arm tap it. Stand up. I know you don't want to, but go ahead.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow.
Perfect. 3 times.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow.
Good. Now you're going to trace it with your finger and say the letters 3 times.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow. T-O-M-O-R.
Good. Okay, put your tap on your marker, and then you're going to place it underneath. Go ahead.
T-O-M-O-R-R.
Yeah. Your brother's a little gassy, which is making us laugh. Okay. 2 more times. Silly. Trevor, say, excuse me. Go ahead.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow.
Good. Now you're going to flip it over. And you're going to write it once. Well, once I'll check it. Say it as you do it.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W.
Perfect.
Tomorrow.
Now 2 more times.
T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W.
What's the word?
Tomorrow.
Good. And now we need a better sentence in mind.
I have one.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Wednesday and MCAS.
Okay.
Is that
Tomorrow is Wednesday and MCAS.
Day.
Tomorrow is Wednesday. How about and I'm taking the MCAS? Would that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Much better than mine. Tomorrow is Wednesday. And then we'd want a comma in the word and. It's a compound sentence. And I'm taking the MCAS. Good. And then can you just write claps off to the side and check it? Make sure you underline your red word in red.
Uh-oh.
It's still working, but I just want to see how many minutes we're at. We're at 48. Okay, we're going to do one more red word, and then we're going to move on.
Reading.
Go ahead, you can read it.
Tomorrow's Wednesday and I'm taking the MCAS.
Good, perfect. All right, last one for today for red words before we do something different. Here you go. All right, the next word that we're going to do, the final word for today, is amateur. So don't write anything yet. Let me write it. A-M-A-T-E-U-R. A-M-A-T-E-U-R. So what an amateur means, do you know?
No.
Not a professional, an amateur. It's like someone that's not perfect, not a pro. They're still learning. They're a kind of beginner. So if I think of a sentence about an amateur, you could say, the young girl,
Oh boy.
the young boy was
An amateur.
an amateur at
Math.
Sure, at math. Well, I was going to say at gymnastics because he just started taking classes. The young boy was an amateur, and I like that you need to use the article "an" because why? Do you remember why you don't say a amateur?
Because there's a vowel.
It begins a
Beginning?
amateur. Yeah, perfect. You just know it sounds right too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so an amateur at gymnastics. All right, so you're going to start off by writing it.
A-M-A-T-E-U-R.
Good. Good.
Amateur.
Perfect. Arm tap.
A A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur.
Perfect. Trace it 3 times with your finger.
A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur.
Good. Do you remember what's next?
We go to the back.
Trace it under the screen.
Oh. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur.
Perfect. Now, go to the back.
Do I still need
No, you can.
A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur. A-M-A-T-E-U-R, amateur.
Good. And now my
Let's
sentence.
take
No, you can change a little. I said the young boy was an amateur at gymnastics. You could say.
Could I say the young puppy was an amateur at sitting?
Perfect. Good job remembering your clocks.
It's good, right?
Yes. Read it to me.
The young puppy was an amateur at sitting.
Okay, and why did you use the article "and" instead of "a"?
Because it starts with an A.
Perfect. If it started with a consonant, you could use "a." Good. Perfect. Add it. Done with red words. All right, we're going to move on to syllable division, probably for our last part. We have 8 minutes left. That's probably how we'll end it. We'll see. Thank you, my dear. All right. So, let's just be clear. What skill are we working on, Callie?
One syllable, one for a vowel, and one sound, and j sound.
Good. So how do we spell the j sound in a 1-1-1? One more time.
D-G-E.
How about the k sound in a 1-1-1?
C-K.
Good. And how about the ch?
T-C-H.
Good. I thought I was going to trick you there for a second. Okay. So, we're switching gears a little. We have learned closed syllable and open syllables, 2 out of the 7. It's been a little while. Does it sound familiar though? Closed and open? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we learned syllable pattern, V, C, C, V, where you split between the consonants.
And you draw like a table, I remember.
Yes, good. And then we also had learned V, C, V, where you split after the vowel. There's 4 patterns, but we've done 2. So we're just going to do a review of that. As soon as I can find my paper that I put aside to review that. Callie. Where, oh where? It's probably right in front of me. There's the notebook we was working on.
It's my foot.
I thought the dog was under the table. I stole him. Good job, Colin. The literature, the red words, the lesson. Where, oh where? You know what? I have them written down, so I'll let you just do it on a piece of paper. All right. So, I'll put them on sticky notes. That'll be a little more fun. All right. So I'm going to write a word. You're going to find the talking vowels. And then you're going to split it up and decide what type of syllables they are. Here's your first one.
Motto.
Good. Go ahead, find the talking vowels.
Kind of forgot.
That's okay, so find the talking vowels. So draw a line underneath the O. Like this. Talking vowel.
Talking vowels. Oh. And then here.
Connect the table.
And here.
But you'd want to label consonant, and split.
And split. Yeah, and something on the top.
Right, so the T is acting like a door, so this is a closed syllable.
And then open.
Open, good. Now you're going to read it.
Motto.
Yeah, like what's your motto?
Go big or go home.
Good job.
That's
And then I like it. And this is closed, and closed always has a short vowel sound. And this is open, and it always says it's longing.
ah.
Well, longing would be
Sorry.
motto. Okay, good. Here's your next one. Let's stick with the VCCV pattern. All right, here you go.
No.
Find the talking vowels.
Napkin.
Good. And the reason why we do this is because eventually you're going to get words that you don't know how to read, and this will help you to be able to read them.
Closed.
Good job. What's the word?
Napkin.
Napkin. And what syllable pattern is this? V, C, C, V. So look over here. That's the most common.
Because
V,
it's
C,
vowel, consonant, vowel.
Good, and you split between the two consonants. Good. Let's do another one. Here we go. Find the talking vowels. And the reason I say talking vowels is because if you had a silent vowel like an E, you wouldn't need to label it.
C. Yeah.
So
No. V C C V.
Good. It's that same pattern again. And what does it say?
Tablet.
And they're both what type of syllables?
Consonant.
They're both.
Oh, open. Oh, closed.
they're
Sorry.
both No, it gets confusing, but they're both closed. Tablet. Good. All right. Here's another one. Here you go. All right. What does it say?
Picnic.
Good. Now listen to my question. What's the syllable division pattern?
V C C V.
Good. And what type of syllables are they?
Closed.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. One more for good luck. Let me think. Here you go. All right, what do you got?
Happen.
Good. Listen to the question. What's the syllable pattern?
V C C V.
Good. And what type of syllables?
Closed.
They're both closed. What makes them closed, Cal?
When they end in a consonant.
Right, so this consonant acts like a door. It makes it say the short sound. If there was no consonant there, it would say happy. It would make it say the long sound.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you ready to try one more pattern, or you think we're at a good stopping point?
I think we're at a good stopping point.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we're at 58 minutes. Okay, so for our final 2 minutes, since we have to use every minute, let's get to your book. So Callie's reading Middle School Born to Rock. And before you read, I'm going to look at this bookmark for some comprehension. You're going to survey it. You're going to peek through it. Think of what you already know. Predict and set purpose. So what do you already know? Have you read any of the books by James Patterson?
Yes.
What books have you read? Do you like them? You don't like them?
I like the middle school series. And I've read everyone. What number is this? 11, so I've read, I think, 10 of them.
Awesome. What do you think the genre is of this book? If you hadn't read the other 10, what do you
Fiction.
Fiction, which means?
It's fake.
It's fake, exactly. And can you read the back so we can have a little brief summary?
But if I want to win, Rafe Cachadorian has been public enemy number 1 my whole life. But if I want to win the Battle of the Bands, the only way to crush the competition is to recruit the most vicious person I know, my brother, Rafe. He has lots of crazy ideas to make my dream come true, but will he help me win or am I in jail? Something tells me I'm making the biggest mistake ever.
Good. Let's just go back to that D word.
Devicious? Devis.
You're so close.
Devis.
Hold on. But I want to win the Battle of the Bands. The only way to crush the competition is to recruit the most. This is a prefix, D. D.
Vicious. Devicious.
Devious. That's a tricky one. Devious person. That's somebody who what? Can you trust a devious person? No, they get into trouble. All right, so just read it one more time.
Rafe Cachadorian has been public enemy number one my whole life, but if I want to win the Battle of the Bands, the only way to crush the competition is to recruit the most devious person I know, my brother. He has lots of crazy ideas to make my dream come true, but he will help me win or leave me in jail. Something tells me I'm making the biggest mistake ever.
Okay. So who is telling the story?
Georgia.
Georgia? Is Georgia the main character? Is she a girl?
Yes. Georgia is the main character. Yes.
Is she the main character in the other books?
No, it switches off basically.
Okay. Oh.
Is that our dog?
Murphy? Okay. Alright. So, what do you think? We're almost done. Let's just give a prediction about what this is about.
Well, from the back of the book, my prediction is their band We Stink.
Okay.
Is I predict that the band We Stink is going to maybe like try out for the competition, maybe.
Okay, so some sort of battle
And
of bands.
Rafe may help them
Or
get them into trouble.
get them into trouble. You have a brother that.
Does that?
Yeah, for sure. And is that a picture of him? It looks like he's like, who,
Yeah.
me? Like, I would never do anything wrong. All right, I think that's a good stopping point. We'll read that before we go to bed. Nice job, Cal.
See ya!